The free winter update for New Horizons just dropped, and I'm once again reminded how much I love this game. I love the new features, I love the new designs, I love Pascal. I love him. Look at him. He's beautiful. That being said, is the game perfect? No, I don't think any game is perfect. They all have things that could be added, removed, changed, or fixed in some way. If you're new here, my name is Crystal, and I haven't made an Animal Crossing video in far too long, so let's get into this. Crafting is really cool. You can make this, you can make these, whatever that is. But you know what we can't do? Craft multiple things at once. And I don't even mean multiple items, I mean multiple of the same thing. This usually isn't too much of an issue until you craft fish bait. Then it's just tedious. The same thing can actually be said for Nook's Cranny and the Able Sisters. In Nook's Cranny, sometimes I want to buy a bulk amount of customization kits, but I'm limited to like 5 at a time. Over at the Able Sisters, say I see a shirt that I really like and I want all of the colors, which happens far too often. I need to go in, and out, and back in, and then back out of the changing room for each new shirt. I really like CJ and Flick. They're both cuties, and they add in some fun new things to the series. That being said, I think they could add something to both of them that would really round out what they offer. CJ walks around your island, challenges you to catch some fish, and can even make them into models. Some of them are better than others, but you know, that's for another day. Wouldn't it be cool if he could also sell you fish bait? I have bells. I have far too many bells. Let me spend it on buying fish bait instead of running up and down my beach trying to dig up clams. Alright, I admit, I'm a little bit lazy. Carrying on with that idea, something else I'd love to see the return of is honey. Honey was actually introduced in Pocket Camp as a way to catch lots of bugs in one spot. I think it should make a return as something Flick could sell, just like CJ would sell the fish bait. The Nook Phone is something I was really excited for when we first saw New Horizons, and it's definitely a really nice addition to the series. I'd just like to see them add more to it. Something I've actually been asking for since the very beginning is a music player app. Wouldn't it be cool if you could select which version of the 1PM soundtrack you want to listen to, ranging from Population Growing all the way up to like New Leaf, for example? I believe it was in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver that you actually had the option of changing from the original soundtracks to the modern ones using a music player, so something similar to that would be really cool. To add on to this, I think it would be cool to wander around town listening to some of the KK songs you've collected. I know it would give me personally even more incentive to want to collect them all. Another app I think would be really neat is the option to text or even call your villagers. In New Leaf, the megaphone was a useful tool for finding your villagers, so this would pretty much act the same where you message them and maybe see like a little pop-up on screen from the general direction of your villager. As far back as I can remember, which honestly isn't that far, my memory is awful, Blathers has mentioned his desire to purchase your fossils. I say we should let him have them. Whether we sell them or gift them, I think Blathers deserves it. I just sell them all anyway, so this would give them another use. Maybe he could even trade them in for cool museum-themed things or something. Either way, Blathers is awesome, and I really just want him to be happy. Every day, when you log into your game, Isabelle will give you a little introduction with various different dialogue. What I never understood is why she never mentions some of the weekly events. Events like CJ, Flick, Red, or Kix visiting aren't really mentioned, even when I'd love to know that they're around. It'd be cool for her to say something like, you know, I saw a weird ship close to the island for Red, or I want to buy a new pair of shoes if Kix is there. This might be somewhat controversial, but hear me out. NPCs like Tom Nook, Isabelle, Blathers, and all the others deserve to enjoy holidays. I know, it's shocking. I loved during the Halloween event where almost everyone put on little costumes, but I'd like to see more of that. Imagine during Toy Day, you could find Isabelle outside having a good time and, you know, partaking in the festivities. But what if you need to talk to Isabelle that day, you ask? Well, maybe if we speak to her a second time, we could get the chance to go back to resident services with her and complete whatever we needed, and then once we're finished, everyone goes back out to the festivities. Sure, I'd feel like a butt-fruit asking her to work on Toy Day, but to each their own. The same could work for really any of the other NPCs, whether you need to shop or even just donate to the museum. Now, I really don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. I love New Horizons, I really do. I'd be completely fine with them not adding any of what I just mentioned into the game. But I'd also be really happy if they did add it in. We have lots of updates coming for New Horizons, so I have no question that in a year's time the game's going to be very different, which is really exciting. What would you like to see in future updates? Feel free to let me know down below. I have to say, it feels weird making an Animal Crossing video again, but it was a lot of fun. If you guys enjoyed what you saw here today, feel free to like, comment, or maybe even subscribe. I also stream almost every day over on Twitch if you're looking for something to watch. Link is down below. And yeah, this has been Simply Press Start, where gaming is as simple as pressing start.